Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You've got your eggs and coffee waiting for the live. Sweet Amanda. Toad in a hole. Toast. Hold on. Are you speaking English? I feel like I'm dark. Try that. Oh my goodness. I'm unmuted. I have my camera open. Good morning. Are we all still there? And Kendall, Callie Girl, Tammy's Critters and Things. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. That's about the only singing you'll get. Oh, it's supposed to be 48 degrees today, so I have a t-shirt on, and I threw on my poncho because, well, why not? This thing is like, y'all, it's pardon my language, but this thing is freaking cool and cozy and soft, and I haven't even washed it yet. Oh, so I finally got some mail yesterday that I've been waiting on. So Kimberly is not here yet. Hello, Louise. Yay, you got your cards. Whoop, whoop. So we will start drawing the random cards the week of the 27th, I think is the Monday. Yes, Monday the 27th. So one more week. You guys have to catch up on your squares. I have not been doing this card or this swatch thing because I'm just not liking these holy stitch patterns. I don't know. I guess I should have tried this one because this one doesn't look too bad. I watch back my videos and I am so sorry for all the sniffling that you hear early in the morning. The ones that you did were not right. They didn't match the ones that were in the card, so I had to do the. Oh, well, could you do? But you didn't frog them. You kept them because you can just donate them to those blankets that you're making, right? Good morning, Jay. Welcome. Are you working on anything today? Let's see. Well, you got a week, so you got plenty of time to catch up, Tammy. So you're good. So yeah, I did a thing yesterday. I think I got a pimple or something right there. I need to leave it alone. I don't have enough whips going. I thought I needed to start another one. Oh, fun. I have a knit project going too. I'm not a knitter per se. I definitely started out crochet. And don't ask me why I have all these pouches. I took all these pouches with me because I wanted to like condense some of the tools because I have so many of them everywhere. But you need a pouch for every project bag, right? Amanda, I didn't spend any money. Well, since I didn't spend any money on yarn yesterday or needles or anything like that. But no, I was going to show Jay my knitting. I was pulling it out of here real quick so that I haven't gotten very far on it. Hello, Joanne. Just sitting around, huh, Kendall? So there is my knitting that I'm working on. It is going to be an asymmetrical shawl, scarf, whatever you want to call it. This yarn is, I love it. It's soft and squishy. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit today. Who knows? But my interest has definitely been on my new project that I started yesterday. I just bumped the desk, and I apologize. So I will tell you here in just a minute what I did. So I'm trying to figure out how they do this. Almost looks like the granny stitch to me. Thank you, Jay. This almost kind of looks like the granny stitch, but if I look close at the picture, it almost looks like they're the first stitch of the cluster goes into the last stitch of the cluster from the row below, if that makes sense. So like this one goes into that one there, and then the middle one goes over the chain, and then the next one goes into the chain or the stitch below. Does that make sense? Good morning, Maisie. The name of my poncho is the it's sitting over there underneath a pile of stuff, but it is called the Enchanted Crochet Poncho by Brianna Kay. So I am excited. I think I'm getting yarn today from a certain somebody that thinks that she needs to spoil me and send me free yarn. And I'm gonna try and make another one of these in the yarn she sent me, because I wanted to make one originally in the yarn she's sending me, but I didn't have enough and I can't find enough, and I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to order off of the Premier website for it. So what is today? The 17th. So not the fillet. I'm just flipping through the perpetual calendar while I chit chat with you guys. I need to open up my drink. I brought a cold coffee, well, a cold caffeinated beverage with me this morning. I don't know. It's pretty. It's a pretty stitch. It's just not my go-to holy stitches, you know. I'm just not a big, see, I don't like that tomorrow's either, or Sundays. There are a bunch of, I don't know if you can see on the bottom of the screen here, just a bunch of holes, almost like lacy stitch work. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to open up my drink. Hello, Frizzy, or Julianne, and Vicky. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the holy stitches. Like, I love them for those of you that do like them. I love them for you. But they're not my forte. Now, like this, it's almost teetering on holy. But I have worn it several times for lengthy periods of time now. I think I left it on yesterday or whenever I had it on last for quite a while, until I got to where I was like, you know, actually moving around the house. And I'm like, okay, I got to take it off because it's just too in the way. When I'm just sitting here, maybe crocheting or messing around on my computer, it works perfect, because then I don't have to worry about, you know, this getting in the way. But it's just not my thing. Hello, Monique. How are you doing this morning? Again, because I think you were on Kim's live this morning. I actually woke up in time to make it for my technology to, well, she must have been in a weird spot with her phone because it was like buffering, and then my phone wouldn't refresh it. Like, eventually she got to where she was fine, but my end, I was still having issues, and I'm like, could you please work? So I think I had to just finally like force quit it a couple times or something, and then came back in and it was working just in time for her to get off. So, yay. So I got to ride into work this morning for a little bit. But after she got off, I was like, okay, this is really loud. I'm sorry. You guys know how cans are when you open them, right? Good morning, Nessa. How's the pain level this morning? I hope it is better. It was a hot mess this morning. Yes, Melissa G, it was. But you know what? We got there, right? She got there safe and sound. Okay, so Nessa, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to do these every day, and you can see the whole year isn't on one side. So part of it's on the other side. You can see December 29th here. This is like a border edging. So like the font's not bad. The pictures aren't bad. My eyes are just, tired. They're easy enough to follow because I have done a couple of them. Oh. Go figure, they're not anywhere nearby. I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? I thought I left them nearby, but I guess I didn't. But I did a couple of them. They were easy enough to follow. And you do have the picture there to kind of see what it's talking about if there's a certain part you kind of question maybe. Now, is it worth the price? I don't know. I'd almost rather have a book for the price, I suppose. I honestly don't remember how much it was. I bought it at Michael's, and I just bought it willy-nilly without even really paying attention to the price. Kind of wished I had, but this is actually not too bad, Vicky. This is the Enchanted Crochet Poncho by Brianna K Designs. She has a video tutorial of it that she goes through, I believe, the first like 19 plus rounds. She doesn't do all of the rounds because she does have a paid pattern that you can purchase where every round is written out for the 68 rounds that it takes that I did here. And the pattern that you follow, the video that she does of the pattern, she, does get you through that many rounds, like 19 rounds worth of it. And by that point, you kind of start to pick up what the pattern is. It's a repetitive pattern that works around from hole to hole is a repeat. Look, my finger, I can't get my fingers right, y'all. This backwards thing is really messing with my head. Right here. Okay, so these are repeats. So from hole to hole is a repeat. And it increases and decreases all at the same time. Like it's fun to follow. I liked it. Doctor's office called you at 8 a.m. to schedule an appointment over a question I asked. If I should stop or taper a medication I think may be causing my weight gain. Yes, the inverse thing while I film messes with me too. Right? I'm sitting here going, I can see where my finger is on the camera, but then I go the wrong direction. See, I'm trying to find that one right there. So yeah, these are repeats. See, I'm going the wrong direction. Nessa, I honestly would find a crochet stitch Bible dictionary before buying this. It has a lot of the same stuff in it. I mean, there's some in here that are not in the books that I got, so I will obviously, I might just go through and do the ones I like out of here and just do it that way. Are you talking about me doing the whole getting it straight thing? It's no, good morning, Erin. How are you? Were you on the Zoom last night? Because I didn't see your pretty face. I'm sure you were, but I didn't see your face. My husband worked till almost 6 last night, so I was able to feed the people and get on really fast and actually be able to say hi real quick to Juan and everybody and finally show off some stuff I've done. That poor man, he does so much, and I don't know, he's pretty amazing. I will say that. Yeah, well, I don't have just one stitch dictionary. I have 4. He is pretty cool. Yes, feed the little mouths. Well, yeah. And plus, when my husband's around, now if he's watching his phone or the TV or something, then I'll be on my phone messing around with it. But like, I try to, I don't know. I try not to, I try to just listen into the Zooms because then I'm not being bombarded by everybody else and, anyway. So, I know I squirrel all the time, y'all, and I say, oh, I'm going to talk about this, and then completely like, so what did I start yesterday? Well, try to get things off from on top of it. I started a blanket. Not just any blanket, but I started it in my Afghan yarn. And Nessa, we settled on, I believe it was yesterday, we settled on a 3.5. So I'm using a 3.5 millimeter. And instead of trying to figure out what the pattern was on the Hirschner's blanket that I want to do, was looking at doing, I just came up and just started doing the ripple in the back loop only. So I'm following now, Nessa, I would highly recommend these. Now, a lot of the stitches in here are in stitch dictionaries and stuff too, and on her website or her YouTube channel. And she does have a book where she has 100 versus 50. But this is still fun to have. But I pulled out her Ripple, which was one of the first couple cards. And I actually followed the directions on how to do this, but added in the back loop only, as part of this, the pattern for me. So I am making the same blanket per se that was in the same as that retro Ripple Afghan blanket from Hirschner's that they only have in a kit and not the pattern separately. So I just decided I'm going to do it in the back loop. And so I got my row of black done. I got 4 rows of white. I completely forgot white and cream when I ordered all that yarn, the extra skeins of each. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I may need to make a Hirschner's order just to order those two. And, I got to put a little extra in there too, so that way it's worth buying. Because I have 2 skeins of everything except black. I have 4 because I ordered extra because I'm going to put 1 row in between each color. So every 4 rows of color, I'm going to go to a black and then switch to the next color. Oh, it had wool in it. Oh, darn. Well, it depends on what you were making it for, if that's the reason why you had to frog it out. So I think I left it up there again. I want that magazine, and I left it up there again. Okay, so on the same page in the catalog, there is a retro, is it boho poncho? Brinley, can you go get me the Hirschner's catalog upstairs, please? Well, I didn't have it yesterday. I just happened to hear my daughter go upstairs, so I was like, ooh, go grab this. And apparently she was going to go get it for me, too. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no. I don't want to hand wash a blanket either. Here it is. Okay, so thank you. On the same page as the retro yarn is see, I can't hold things, is this poncho. And it's called the Retro Bloom Poncho. Frizzy, Julianne, Frizzy B. When I wash the crocheted blankets that I have in my house, I wash them on cold. And then I started letting them air dry. but I have an air dry setting on my dryer that I can do just air dry where there's no heat, and it instead of just letting it sit there, and take the shape of whatever I lay it over the top of. um but yeah, I just wash with normal Tide Pod. No, I don't do any of the softeners or anything like that. Page number 5. It's within the first couple pages. You don't have that one. Yeah, so I think I want to order this one because I want to do this retro blanket too. But I think I want to try this. So I may order this kit and get my extra white and cream that I forgot to get. I don't know how I forgot those, but when you have like 20 different colors to order for, it's easy to forget things. So I should have taken a picture of all my yarn laid out because I laid it out in Roy G Biv. Now, if OCD had any say, I would have stepped in and made it like exactly like a gradient, like it would have flowed from like one color to the next. But I made the colors in order of Roy G Biv. So the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the greens, and then all the purple and blues and teals. So fluffy air, that's what you meant, Amanda. Gosh. Now I know what you mean by fluffy air. So I didn't though, Amanda. I kept it Roy G Biv. Otherwise, like, because some of the oranges and yellows, like, and the reds and stuff, like, and browns, I would have done in a certain way. But I have them all piled up here. I don't know if you can see them right here. They're underneath the black. I have all the yarns piled up right there. So I'll have to move the blacks out of the way, but I have them in the order that I'm going to go through the blanket. So it's going to be like a rainbow blanket. Yeah, Red Heart, yeah, you can do a little bit of a low dry, a low heat, and do a little bit of softener with it. I don't have softener in my house. My husband wears, he calls them FR rated. They're fire something rated. They're not fire, but like electrically. They're made in a way that it reduces the risk of like electrical burns and stuff, I guess, or something. And put a dryer sheet into. And that's the other thing. I had to actually go buy dryer sheets to use with blankets because I don't use any kind of dryer softener in my clothes because one, it just creates like a layer of stuff in your clothes, and that's what comes out in your dryer. My dryer, my husband actually had to tear into it the other day, and he was actually shocked at how clean it was. Because I don't, like I said, I use wool dryer balls. I don't use dryer sheets with our clothes. And I don't use softener because, one, we live on a septic. And two, it leaves a residue on your clothes. And so, then you have to rinse more and stuff. So anyway, I could go into all that, but we don't need to do that. That's not what we're here for. Not really fire retardant, Amanda, but like he's explained it to me once before and I just can't remember what it was. But it has FR written, or little tags of FR on it. Yes, vinegar is a softener. Every once in a while I may use that too, but I really don't use anything other than the Tide Pod. And even the Tide Pod, I don't use any of the ones with the scents and stuff in it because of the clothing that he wears. I try to minimize messing up that clothes for him. So anyway, I started a thing, and I don't know how wide I made this. I need to go through and count. but the stitches are so tiny that it's, and especially when it's in the black, it's but I made it as wide as my arm span, my wingspan, whatever you want to call it. And then when I came, actually I went further than my arm span. And when I brought it in, or I went past my wingspan, a couple multiples. You know, I did my multiples of 12, and I just kept doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 12, over and over and over until it was long enough. And then I went, okay, I need to go about 2 or 3 more of these 12s to make it, you know, longer than my wingspan. So that way when it comes in with the ripple, it'll be about my wingspan. So you mean pulling this out? It's getting close. I do need to put a stitch marker in it. But normally the hook's hanging in it. But I got it pulled out enough it won't come. It's got a big bunny ear now. So I'm going to put this back in its basket so that way I don't pull it out. I got further on my flag. Can't talk today for some reason. So I made it to the brim. Come here now. I made it to the brim of the hat of the snowman. Looks so mad. I need to figure out a way to make him look happy. He looks so angry snowman. Like, just like, oh, maybe because he knows he's going to have to go get blown around outside on the flagpole or something. So, and obviously I didn't go through and time or sew my tails in quite yet. I said I was going to after the live, but I had to sit it down and go do something and completely forgot about it until now. Yeah, he's got the carrot. Maybe I could do like a line over here and make a smile, like he's kind of sideways smile kind of thing. Maybe that's what it is. He's missing his snowflakes. So the white's all done, y'all. Look at this. Like, I didn't even use a whole skein of white. Like, you can't even tell it was used. You can just barely tell there's some missing from the center. And I still have a second one to use. So for next month, I'm going to make, I have a heart pattern already designed and put on my community page. It won't even use up more of this. It'll use up like that much and be done. But no, I plan on using this white sparkle, and then I love this yarn, has a pastel pink in this same metallic where it has the metallic in it. So I'm going to use that for my lighter pink. And then there is there's a pink called Hot Rose Pink, or it's just Hot Rose. It looks darker in the picture that I put together, but in person it's a lot lighter. So that is, I'm gonna make a heart with a little, kind of like, it looks like a balloon, and so it has like that little reflective part on the heart. I do knit, but I'm not good at it. Like, I'm a very, very new, like, I wouldn't say new knitter, because this is, the knitting I'm doing now is my second attempt, my second, like, go at it, because I did try it about 10 to 13 years ago. I made a couple diaper cover thingies for cloth diapering out of wool yarn, I think, or I might have actually used something other than wool, not thinking it through. And then I put knitting away after that, and I haven't touched it in over, like I said, almost 13 years. So I'm actually trying again. And I have a knitted asymmetrical shawl scarf thing on my needles right now. So, hello, and sorry, Dreeny, hello, and Carrie. There she is. Kimberly's here. Guess I've been waiting just for you. Guess what I got? Oh, it fell out. I had it all nice and pretty in here too, and it just fell out. Here, let me fix it. Oh, there's color on those. Oh, cool. Okay, let me fix these back in here. So, y'all, I ordered these amazing stitch markers from Miss Kimberly Otterson, who just joined us. Come on. Camera? Focus. Oh my goodness. Why can't you focus on this? It comes in and out, and it's so annoying. Cover the face. Oh, they won't come in. Anyway, these are beautiful. And I was showing my 11-year-old boy. I was like, look, y'all, look. This is paper. And he goes, that's paper? How did she do that? Oh, aren't they? Amazing. Worth every penny. And then not only did I get this is what I bought, but she so kindly sent me a few extras. And they are just as beautiful. And I love the thought that was put into them as well, because you'll see why. And Julianne, you will like these too. And the longer ones have the paper in them as well. Come on. Oh. I moved it right after it came in clear. Come on. Oh, camera, come on. Focus on these beautiful things now. Oh, so this one has a bee on it. I'm trying to get it to stop. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm a hot mess today. I can't get nothing to work. Oh boy. Welcome to my world. Oh, I just want this bee to flip around. There we go. Oh, I wish I don't have a moderator in here to share her Etsy store. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. All right, let me see if I can get these to come in again. So yeah, these are paper, y'all. She makes these with paper and then puts like a resin or something on the outside. So she puts something on the outside of these to make them hard. Like, they are hard beads. I did not realize you could do that with paper. And yeah, so yeah, it's on her Etsy. It's called, let me get this out here. Kim's UCFE. Kim's Craft Shack Shop. Well, of course that'll come in clear. I wish I don't have a moderator in here to share the Etsy link. I don't know how to share. You know, I could. You know what? I could, if you guys want to come back to the video after. I can link it in the video description. If you guys don't want to have to search for it, it's not too hard to find, but I know some things can be kind of a little painful to look up on Etsy sometimes. Yes, she has ones almost exactly like, well, pretty much exactly like these, but in blue colors. So Kimberly Otterson, the lady that just spoke right before you, Lisa, that would be who created them. And they're on her Etsy shop. And they are called, it is called Kim's Craft Shack. That one. Oh, I just dropped him again. The Craft Shack shop. So, Kimberly, I really do love them, and I'm sorry I keep dropping them. I'm trying to get these to... I have them literally just sitting on my desk displayed because they're so pretty. They're so pretty. The ladybug and the bee and the little flower. So cute. And the color in those dragonfly keys. Like, I didn't realize they had color until now. Because when I looked at them yesterday, the light was reflecting in a way that it made it all look silver. So I didn't realize there was color there. Yeah, and so I have them sitting here in the box like this. And so I just look at them. They're so pretty. And then I have my own stitch markers that I have made. I attached them to my scissors. So these are mine. But of course, you know, my camera doesn't want to show these off. So I have them on my scissors just to make them pretty. Ooh, my stitch markers are falling everywhere. Okay, stay right there. What else do I need to show you guys and talk about? I know. I am glad I got them too, Kim. And honestly, it was okay that they were running behind. There's been weather, you know, so I get it. Let's see. Anything else? I don't know what else to talk about, y'all. I just let my brain just went woof. So, yes, go check out Kimberly's shop on Etsy. Kim's Craft Shack Shop. And make sure when you search on Etsy that you search shops, because if you do it on your phone, you will have to, when you go into the search for anything on Etsy, and you type in, let's say, Kim's Craft. Now I've already found her, so I might Craft Shack Shop. So it comes up under shops. Kim's Craft Shack Shop. Make sure, because sometimes when you type in the shop names, you have to like make sure you're searching shops, not just search, you know, the products, because it won't, it is a pain, it won't show up. So here's the blue ones. I might have to order these. If somebody doesn't snag them before me, I might just have to order these because they are really pretty. I might just have to snag those. I could do that, Erin, if you don't mind. Add as moderator standard. There we go. Go ahead. There you go. Actually, somebody had mentioned to me in the past that I should add you as one because you're awesome and amazing and always here for us. I really like those blue ones too. I kind of want to get them. You know what? I need to order something for my daughter anyway on Etsy, and I have an Etsy credit. So there you go, guys. Erin just linked Kim's Etsy shop in the chat. All I can say is yes is in her name. She's lurking right now, working with those kiddos and making videos and being awesome. Yeah, so unless you're a moderator, you can't put links in the chat. It's a YouTube thing. It's so silly, but I get it because then you're not having the trolls on there spamming, these all these weird, not so savory, appropriate links, websites and stuff. So it makes sense why they have that. So yes, go make sure you hit the heart on her shop, y'all. I'm seriously like, you know what? I might just do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Kim's. I gotta search it again. Kim's Craft Shack. Just have to find it again. But I gotta type it in right. There we go. Yep. I will, Lisa. I will definitely put it in for the replay. All right. You know what? Apply my 10% off. Thank you for the 10% off, by the way. Add to cart. View cart. Hold on. I don't want to check out just yet. I need to order something for my daughter. She has a Centro, and there is another shop called Southpaw Fiber Arts that sells tension guide thingies for the different machines. Like there's one for the Centros, and then there's one for the Addies. I don't think Kimberly has a channel. She has an account, but I don't think you're doing anything on your channel yet. Are you, Kimberly? Southpaw Fiber Art. There we go. That one. So they have these tension guide thingies for the Centros that I need to get her some new ones because she doesn't take care of hers and she's broken them. But I'm going to get them one more time for her and be like, look, I'm not going to keep buying these every couple months because you break them. Jeremy, that would be Kimberly Otterson. She's the one that made those. All right, so let's see. Pink is sold out, so she's not getting pink. We'll get blue. Add to cart. View cart and check out. I've been wanting the tension guide for the Addy. Yeah, it's worth the money. They are worth the money, Nessa. I swear by mine, because my tension on all my makes on it so far have been, I wouldn't say perfect, but they've been pretty consistent. So let's see. Proceed to check out. Woo! 71 cents is all I owe. Well then, we need to buy some more stuff. What is something I can buy on here, y'all? Oh, that's awesome, Erin. Did they fit okay? Did the fit, like, I need to know that because then I know if I'm making them the right size. Y'all, I got 17 minutes to shop on Etsy with you guys. What's something I can buy on Etsy? Oh my goodness. I don't need another tension guide from this store. Let's go to, I could buy a pattern, I suppose. Patterns. Look, see, y'all were thinking the same thing. Yeah, see, Nessa, I'm not good with the whole, because I'm always inconsistent with how I hold my yarn. So I just said, you know what, and it works so nicely. I still try to hold the yarn, but I literally just let it run through my hand like this, but I'm still like holding it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not like putting any tension on it whatsoever. I'm literally just holding it and allowing it to run through, and I catch knots before they get up to the machine. A new pattern. Let's look for ponchos. Because I'm kind of digging the poncho, but I need something a little more, like, I love this thing, y'all. It is, like, so soft and comfy, like, but I can't, it's not one that I can wear around the house as I'm doing things. Like, obviously not with dishes. I'm not going to wear it when I do dishes, but, like, laundry or, putting away clothes and stuff. Thank you, Carrie Pedersen. Would you stop sliding that thing? It scares me every time. No, leave my drink alone. Leave my drink alone. Miss Kitty Cat. Yes. I'm not trying to be mean to you and get onto you or nothing. I just don't want you licking my drink. Yeah, I should. So one thing I do, Lisa, with my projects and to remember what hooks and stuff I do, I really need to get this tail sewn in. When I move the poncho around, I can see it, and I've twisted it again. There we go. Another tip that I do that I don't, if you follow Marty, she's taken to this tip too, and I don't really follow it very well, but I try to take a picture of my project and the hook that I'm using with it, so that way I can, like, oh, what hook was I using? So I always try to take a picture if I can. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this monitor. I look like my camera looks crooked. I think I have it turned this way. That's what my issue is. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. That's where I had it before. Hello, Vivian. How are you? So yes, a picture with your project and your hook sitting there. So that way you can remember, and you can see what hook you were using specifically. So like if you were using a clover or more, but you weren't sure which size, they all have different colors. So you can look at the picture and see the color and know, oh, it's that one. However, though, the clovers have the two blues that are right next to each other in size are so close in color that in the picture it's hard to almost tell which blue you're using. So, I mean, they are different. You can tell, but yeah, half size difference. The lighter blue is the 7, 4.5, and then the darker blue is the H, 5.0. Same here, Julianne. Same here. And y'all, I apparently have too many whips going, because do you see this? Where are all my hooks? Now, I took all my dots out that I had back here, just because it was just, they weren't really staying in here very well. They were kind of like sliding around in the back. So I took those out and put them in a display thing I have over here. But look, I have 2 brown hooks that should be in here. I have 2 of these, so there's 1 of these being used. But yeah, where are all my hooks? Now, all of my smaller clovers are not in here. I have them in here because I typically don't use the smaller hooks. So like my smaller dots, I have in here. So I put the hooks that I don't really use much in here, or like the really big fat one, like because this one doesn't fit very well in my hook case. So, and it goes in there because I don't really use a 15 millimeter hook very often. I have more than 5. I will sit here and tell you how many I have. Let's see. I have the blanket that I just started. I have a knitted project going. I have 2 cowls going, the autumn aspiration cowls going, that I need to finish both of, like now. I have my mom's blanket. I have a moss stitch blanket that I haven't touched in almost a year, but I do want to finish it. Hello, Maritza. I have the Spring Things throw cowl that Juan did in the spring. I have that one to finish too. And then I have like 2 like wool like Malabrigo and 2 superwash merino wool patterns going that I just every once in a while I'll pick up and work on a little bit. I have almost a dozen because I'm sure there's a couple I'm forgetting about that I can't think of right off the top of my head. But I am really trying very hard to finish what I've already started while starting new ones. Oh. So, well, Jeremy, this is a basket from the Dollar Tree. I think it was a $5 basket, $3 or $5. I took the stickers and stuff off. But I like to use these for projects. So eventually this one will be more full with the blanket because it's a blanket, obviously. So I'm only keeping in here the yarn that I'm currently working with. I need to take the white out because I'm done with it. But I have my next cream color in here that I will use once I finish my row of black. I'll go to this one. So I have those in here for now. Or I use project bags. I have this project bag, this amazing project bag. Let's see if I can make his ears ring so he'll come on here. But he's decided to start coming on at midnight when I'm sleeping. So in here I have 2 projects actually. I have my C2C that I started with my scrap blanket or my scrap yarn. And then I have a scarf that I'm making with this, which is a Karen blossom cake. And I'm making it in the even moss stitch for my amazing mail lady that delivers on my road. Because I asked her what her favorite not that way. This way. There we go. I asked her what her favorite colors were to wear or something like that. And she said purple and green, which were ironically my colors as well. He's about to go on himself. Oh, Russ! You got 8 minutes here. So I'm trying really hard to catch up the whips that I have before starting bigger ones. But I really, really, really wanted to start this project with Russ, the yarn that I got out of Russ's countdown box. So, yeah, I've been watching Russ's replays here the last couple days because he's been coming on at midnight. I'm like, I ain't up at midnight, so I'm gonna have to watch your replays. Well, I can kind of sort of tell where it's at. It's just I'm sitting here moving around and it's still kind of sort of getting twisted. I don't know how that's working, but I think it's because of how I'm pulling down on it and then fixing it. And I'm not pulling it in the same direction every time. Can you see how finicky I am with clothes? Like, oh my goodness. It drives my family, my mom, I think it drove my mom nuts how particular I was because I picked it up off my great-grandmother. She was very particular about how clothes fit. If they didn't fit the way she wanted them to, then that was it. Like, let's do the twist. I didn't even think about that song till you said it. Well, yeah, so it looks like I'm going to be doing another Hirschner's order to get this kit and then pick up another white and cream from these. I'm not going to get a gradient pack, but I'm going to pick up another one of these white and cream colors to have a second one so that way I can keep my blanket consistent and have, because I was like, I could just do it just have the white and cream at the bottom and then just be done. But then it wouldn't be consistent, you know? So what I want to do is go through all the colors at least twice. I should be able to get through the colors at least twice. Because I did 4 rows of white and I still have quite a bit here. Like, I would say maybe half, maybe slightly less than half left of the skein, even after 4 rows of white. So I should be able to do, maybe I don't need, I'm going to be able to get a lot of blanket out of 2 skeins of each of these, y'all. If I'm doing it the way I'm thinking, because I've got oh, let me show you this box. If I can even pick it up, I might have to like turn and pick it up because it's heavy. Oh, stop getting in the way. Oh, so this is my box of yarn that I'm going to make the blanket from. And so, like I said, the black is just sitting on top, but I have this in the order I'm going to make it in. So I'm working my way this way and then coming through the browns. And then underneath the brown, or this like cider color, I move into the pinks. And I have 2 of every one of these colors, but I have, how many colors did we get in the box? Like 20 different colors? Because there's at least 3 layers of yarn here. And there's probably about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors on each round. So 30 colors. I could have almost went wider with this blanket, you know, but I think I got it pretty wide. And like I said, I plan to do 4 rows of color. See, by messing with that, I messed with this. I think it's staying in the front. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good. So, but yeah, I'm going to do, like I said, 1 row of black between every 4 rows of one color. So, and like I said, I got about half of a skein left after 4 rows. I could make 2. Yeah, I could. Or I could make something else. I don't know. Now, if I went and bought all this and now I have to make something else with the extra, it's going to be like, ugh. But what I might do is, depending on what I have for extra, I might just make a scrap blanket. Excuse me, like a granny square. I might just do, because I really love the granny square. I don't know why, but the continuous granny square, just where you just keep going and going and going. My ear like got muffled. Needs to pop for some reason. So yeah, I might just make a granny square with whatever's left. A continuous granny square. Why did it do that? Yeah, it'll get there eventually. I'll get up and walk around. It'll figure its way out. As a palette cleanser, yeah. This ripple blanket that I'm making with the yarn I got from the countdown box, it's gonna become one of my go-to palette cleansers, because it is very much a palette cleanser because it's easy to follow. You know, I do three double crochets individually, and then I do two sets of double crochet 2 togethers, and then I do 3, and then I do twins in a stitch twice, and then I do 3, and it's just it's a nice repetitive palette cleanser. So yeah, I like the idea of using the scrap that I have after I make this one blanket to make a granny square blanket. And I'll just have 2 blankets made from all the yarn that I bought. I don't know why, but in my mind, I saw these small skeins and thought, oh, I'm going to need at least 2 of each color to make a decent sized blanket. Yeah, well, I'm finding out very quickly that that's not the case, that I probably could have gotten away with what I had and only had to order extra black because one black won't make it all the way through because I'm going to, with one. But then I would have came up with another pattern idea. So with that being said, I need to get off of here and get this Friday started with these children. So yay for the weekend. Although Daddy's off all next week. So next week I will try. I should be able to do my morning lives like normal, but we won't have to do school because Daddy's home. When Daddy's home, we don't do school because Daddy distracts. Not on purpose, but because they know that Daddy's home. It distracts the youngest boys, the two boys. The daughter, I told her, I was like, I jokingly said last night, I may just make you guys do school next week just because. So yeah. 4,000 yards in the box. Yeah, I probably overbought, but that's okay. I thought about frogging out when I did the first row of black and doing double stranded. But at this point, I've already made it this far, and I said I wanted to make a blanket with one strand, so that's what I'm going to do. So, yes, now I have enough for two. That's okay. I can always use an extra blanket around here because I love blankets. I just love them. No, we love them. I did not do no thummy downy. Thumb up. Thumb up. There we go. That's better. Where did the thumbs down come from? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, y'all. I love that you guys came and supported me today. I hope to see you on Monday. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, tonight, she has game night. And tomorrow morning, she has her live again at 7:30, 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern. Don't forget, Coffee with Kim. Yay! All right, friends. Have a great day. Bye.